Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to install an aftermarket head unit in specifically 4th gen 4runner, but it's probably pretty similar to all the Tacomas and 4runners out there. Here's a quick look what it'll look after. Everything is all said and done. So let's get to the wiring. This is all pretty easy. You can be a newbie, first timer. It's pretty much just match all the wires with the corresponding one from the harness. So I just use these quick solder joints. It also has the waterproof little spot in the blue. These are nice to use. Just use a lighter or a heat gun. So here's an example of what you get in your universal Toyota harness. They're about $5 to $7 on Amazon. I'll put a link below. So first one is yellow, which is 12-volt battery constant. And a lot of times with these bigger companies, they actually match the colors. So this is the little solder joint I'll use. So this is, sorry it's blurry, but it's yellow constant power. So this matches. So most of the colors from Atoto will match up with the factory Toyota harness. And these little solder joints, I've never used them before. They're pretty easy to use. Sometimes it gets a little messy if you heat it up too long. So pretty much just twist the matching wires together. Put the little solder joint right over where the wires are wrapped and just heat it up and you'll see the solder melt. And then you can do a little quick pass over the color parts, which is the waterproof sealing. So it's kind of a heat shrink and a solder all in one. So this is all said and done. Everything matches color wise. So along with your Pioneer and more big name units, I could guess it's pretty much the same deal. And here's a unit. I had a doubled in JVC unit that was stock in my 4runner, so I'll be able to use some of the parts from it. So you have to do the doubled in brackets here that come with the Atoto. Here's my whole head unit. It does have the trim piece already connected, so I'll just reuse that, and also has the mounting brackets. I'll reuse that. So yeah, pretty much a direct swap, and everything that you need is included in the Atoto package. So they include the little tiny screws, just the little holes on top and the bottom, secure those. And the next step, we'll transfer the piece from the old radio. These little trim pieces are pretty cheap on Amazon from Maestro. I'll put a link below, usually $5 to $10. And let's see, 3 screws holds it together and just makes it a clean, flush look. So now we'll put the microphone that's from the Atoto F7. You can see there's lots of room for wiring back here. It's really nice. Doesn't take up a whole spot like my old unit did. So you'll connect the wiring harness that you soldered up earlier and just directly connects into the back of the radio. And then the Toyota piece will connect to your car radio harness. So all in all, it shouldn't take more than 20-30 minutes to do all of this. Just soldering is the longest part, and the rest is just plug and play. Plug your radio in, your backup camera if you have it, and then the Apple Carplay, Android Auto cord that's coming from the back right there. You have dash cams or anything else you can connect back here, and of course the microphone. Make sure it just sits nice and flush. Alright, here's another look at it. Before I seal everything up, just want to test it, of course. You can see the little trim piece on the side is nice and flush. And just put together the dash, of course. I have a couple other videos where I take apart the dash. It's pretty easy. It's just held on by pretty much two 10mm bolts right there. Make sure everything snaps in place. Make sure you reconnect all the harnesses in the back. Here's the two 10mm bolts. Go there. Alright, now we'll start up the car. It's a little longer boot time, of course, when you start it for the first time, but still not bad at all. And there you go. Everything starts up, and you can just go around and play with the settings. Of course, nothing works because I'm just learning how to use it, but pretty self-explanatory. A couple settings you can play, but it's pretty nice layout. There you go. If you have any questions about the unit or this install, give me a message or leave in the comments. Thank you.